Hi, Macaco here. I think this year, 2020, has been a really challenging year for most of us. From the threat of the COVID, to the limitations of the lockdown, to the fear of not being able to maintain ourselves, to make a livelihood. And this is the moment when I want to ask you, how do you feel about this year? If I look at my emotions linked to this year, on the one side I can feel lots of worries. And on the other side, I feel a real great trust in the universe. If I look at this year in hindsight, I can see that a lot of pieces actually fell into places. It's amazing. I studied a lot, I did lots of trainings. I even did a degree. I did many things that I didn't have the time to do in a long time, and at the same time I worked a lot online, even more than usual. So if I look at this year, in hindsight I must say that it has been a really, really good year and fulfilling, despite all the challenges. We also had really great experiences of intense community inside of my community where I live. So altogether, it has been a good year. It has not been a bad year. And this is the moment when I want to ask you, how was this year for you? So to do so, I would like to invite you to take a piece of paper. Okay, do you have a piece of paper and a pencil? And you can also use your computer or your cell phone, whatever you like. And I want you to make a list. I want you to write on the left side all the events that happened this year that were challenging. Just like a flow. Just take your time and just write in a flow what were the events that did not go so well or that were really challenging in this year. I think if you concentrate, you can do that very fast. Just write down all the events that were challenging. And then, on the right side, you make another list and you write down all the things that went well in this year. And really also think of the small things. Think of everything that went really well this year. All the events that happened, or maybe the insights you got. Everything that helped you gaining a bigger awareness about life, or things that you were conquering. And make a list on the right side. Great. You can look at it afterwards again, and also after this video, don't worry. But I would really like to invite you to do this list. On the left side, all the things that were challenging, and on the right side, all the things that were really good, that were positive, that brought you major insights. And then I would like to invite you to make another list. And this time a list about all the emotions that you felt in this year. Again, just go in a flow. Again, on the left side, all the challenging emotions. Just write down all the challenging emotions, starting with the biggest ones. But don't worry, just go in a flow. That's usually the best. Not to overthink. And then, again, on the right side, write down all the emotions that were positive, the life supporting. So make a list of all the positive emotions, all the ones that are life supporting, the ones that create you hope, Great. Thank you so much. And now I would like you to look at the list of the events. Were the events, look at the proportion and also at the weight of the two lists. And then draw your conclusions. And then have a look at the emotions. Now, the good thing is that wherever was the majority or was a bigger weight, you are here right now, you're listening to this video, and you're alive. So you're alive, and as long as we are alive, there's always hope. There's always the possibility to change things into something else. And there's always the possibility and the choice to see the glass half empty or to see the glass half full. Now, personally, I do prefer to look at the glass half full, but without being blind in front of the difficulties. So it's really important also, if you see the glass half full, if you see the glass half empty, you should make a little effort to see the glass half full. Look at the positive things that you've got. For sure there were some. For sure there were some important ones as well. And things can always be fixed. This is for sure. Now, as I said, personally I like to see the glass half full. And I use the difficulties very often, because difficulties can be a great motivator, to become more aware of what needs to be fixed, and also become a motor to start things and to start to move things and to start to fix things. So that's a great thing, because shit always happens in life. This is for sure. It's for sure that there will be events that we don't like very much and that will be challenging. This is part of life. But just concentrate on how grateful we can be that we are alive. That maybe we are loved by people. We do love people. We do love animals. We do love nature. There are other things that we love. I mean, I don't know what you might love, but for sure there is something that you love and that you can be grateful for. In every life there is something that you can be grateful for. It's just that often we take things for granted, and this is something that does not work. Let's really concentrate on what we can be grateful for. And this is also a moment when we can become aware that we can change things. And the first strategy to change things is to become aware that we can make it. Hope is the last thing in the human soul to die. So don't let your hope die. Keep your hopes up. Fill yourself with gratitude and with the feeling of hope that you can make it. This is the first conviction that you really need. And then all the things, they will fall into place by themselves. When you want to make new strategies, sometimes we have to make new strategies. The old strategies that just don't work anymore. So I hope that these reflections have been useful for you, and that they invite you to look a little bit deeper and to find a new, more positive approach. And if you are interested in knowing more about my thoughts and our reflections about these topics and other topics, I would really like to invite you to join my Facebook group, Together for a Meaningful Life, where every Friday at 11 a.m. there is a live video where I talk about these topics and others. And I would also like to invite you to watch my videos on YouTube, on the channel Macaco Tameriche Life Coach. And if you're even more interested, please have a look at my website, macacotameriche.com. And if you go on the YouTube channel, please also subscribe, because with that you give me more visibility. And if you like the videos, please put a like. I thank you so much